From the work of a woman who found her materials everywhere to a man who takes catastrophe and turns it into opportunity. We'll start chipping away at that story when we come back.
Insurance.
Hurricane Creek actually drains most of the eastern portion of Tuscaloosa County. It's one of the only streams where you'll find sea oats and mountain laurel growing side by side. The Appalachian Mountains are the oldest mountains on the planet. Therefore, Hurricane Creek could very well be one of the oldest streams on the planet. I am an advocate for Hurricane Creek, which means that I'm going to go and show people the beauty of this treasure we have out here, this crown jewel.
Never doubt that a small group of dedicated individuals can change the world. The anthropologist Margaret Mead said that. She could have been talking about the Friends of Hurricane Creek.
When white settlers first got here, the Muskogee Indians, the Creek Indians, had a word for this creek that they couldn't pronounce. But the translation was that the cane in this creek, we have a very, very small version of cane that grows here. It looks a little bit like bamboo, but it is a cane. It's a grass. The Indians named it hair cane. It got loosely translated down to hurricane in the spelling. But if you go out into the community, especially here around Holt and up in the upper end of Brookwood, and you ask any of the elders, what's the name of that creek? It's Hurricane Creek.
The hurricane is again beginning to flourish now, but the creek bears little resemblance to the days before April 27th, 2011.
At 5:14, we had a perfectly healthy triple canopy forest here. At 5:16, it was gone. From the time the tornado hit us, the Friends of Hurricane Creek, our first job was the people.
This was a mess.
Absolutely. You couldn't walk through here. You had to climb over, under. It took from April until June just to get to the creek bank here. We had such a powerful storm that when you look around, you'll see a lot of these trees were twisted off and snapped. Those are not good for lumber. Right. But there was nearly a 200-mile-an-hour inflow wind on top of this hill, so a lot of our trees went down by the root. They went straight. And they're still producing good, viable lumber today.
So this is basically where we are right now, before and after.
Exactly. This is the same shot. I stood right there in the creek and took the picture looking down. It was literally one of the most beautiful places in the world to me. What I'm seeing now, though, 3 years later, all of these fall colors are still here. They're just closer to the ground. This is nature's way of grooming the forest. But that is absolutely Alabama. That's the way it happens around us. We're seeing huckleberries, blueberries, wildflowers. Some wildflowers I'd never seen are coming back now. So it kind of went from being a tragedy to a blessing in the long run. How many people really get to witness something like this?
So the forest really repopulates itself.
Absolutely.
For the Friends of Hurricane Creek, saving this stretch of waterway didn't begin nor end on April 27th.
A group of paddlers got together. We saw way too much litter in this creek, so we decided to clean it up. That's what I do, is I advocate for those rights to clean water. When I first got here many years ago, a few decades back, there weren't any fish in Hurricane Creek to speak of. You would see one every now and then, and there's fish all around me now. It's wonderful to watch, but they were gone for a number of years. So that's the best accolade I've ever been given. And it wasn't given to me by a human.
The fish never said a word.
Not a word.
The oldest mountains in the world, maybe the oldest waterway in the world, and the effort to reclaim, to renew, and to enjoy are all absolutely Alabama.